Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to another reflection video. It has been great, catching up with old friends, old classmates, meeting them, asking them about what you're doing right now, and just catching up on life as much as possible and learning from one another as to how we are who we are today, right? MashaAllah. But then again, through the things that we go through in life, it's what we go through that actually helps to shape us, to mold us into the person that you are right now. One thing that really strikes me when it comes to meeting old friends, people from the past and all of that, is the importance of how you took care of the relationship with them before, and how whatever that you did before with them or to them or together with them will really affect when you meet them someday in the future. So think about it. If we have had those bonds, those friendships, those relationships, those instances in which things did not turn out well or things turned sour, then we start to blame one another in the past and we still hold grudges up until today. When we meet those people, it will be very difficult for us to actually interact with them. It will be difficult for us to face them in the first place. We all have our own past, right? We all have had our own share of mistakes. Truth is, when there is a certain quarrel or a certain mistake or a certain miscommunication that happens, there will always be no one to blame, right? It's a learning process for everyone. But I'd really like to salute those who come up to people and say, I'm sorry that I did all of this in the past. I've grown and I've started anew, and I really hope that you have forgiven me. It really takes a whole lot of courage for someone to actually do that, for someone to actually say that to you. And when they actually do that, it really shows how they really regret on the things that they did and that they have become a better person. Although not everyone is perfect, but I guess we are all trying to work towards becoming better every single day. And at the same time, of course, there are other groups of people who have done so much in the past and they are somehow still similar to who they are today, and they don't own up to their mistakes and all of that. So at the end of the day, we cannot push people, we cannot force people to be who they're not. But what we can do is to forgive them regardless whether they seek forgiveness from us or not. But with the idea, with the mindset that I want to move on with life. I'm a different person now. I want to continue my life with a clean slate. I want to forge more meaningful relationships, meaningful bonds with each other, with people. That one person who would always come to mind when we talk about interactions with people is the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. How he would always nurture bonds with his companions, with people, with his enemies, and with those who were at that point perhaps not sharing the same faith, but he still forged mutual bonds and they work together to take care of their society, their communities and all of that. Really taking good care of our etiquette, our acts, our being as a person is really important. Us being the one who is at fault, we really need to apologize. But people on the other side, if we are the ones receiving that apology, it is our own responsibility to forgive them. Of course, forgiveness is not easy, but the thing about forgiveness is that, think about, I would always want God, I would always want Allah to forgive me. So if I don't have that heart of forgiveness, if I don't have that quality of wanting to forgive others, then in what right should I be receiving forgiveness from Allah? Make sure that you end things on a good note. You try, okay? And whatever that happens after you try to make things better, after you have tried to resolve things, that is totally out of our ability to control. But as long as we have put in the effort to try to mend things, then know that you have done your best. May we continue to always be the one who want to mend bonds, who want to forgive, who want to make things better, not for ourselves but for others, insyaAllah, in hopes that when we make things easy for people, Allah will make things easy for us, insyaAllah. So yep, here's today's reflection video, and I shall see you in the next one, insyaAllah. Assalamu alaikum.